Something happened last year that got a lot of Nigerians talking about it. In fact, this year, it's still a subject of discussion in several gatherings offline and online. That thing is the incessant increase in the prices of goods and services. If you are a good student of economics, you would have heard that economics is the social science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which has alternative uses. Ends here means wants, needs, goals, and scarce means here money and other resources, time as well, time, land, and so on. Just in case you are wondering, why is this guy talking about economics? Your understanding of economics is very important to help you make smart financial decisions. Hi, my name is Ogochukwu Okolocha. I'm a personal finance evangelist. I'm on a mission to help individuals like you manage their finances effectively. I'm starting a series tagged Economics 101. For the next 30 days, I'll be posting one video daily explaining each of these terms in a way that is easy for you to understand. Today, we're going to be talking about inflation. So, what is inflation? I just mentioned earlier that a subject matter of discussion in Nigeria today is the incessant increase in the prices of goods and services. So inflation is the rate at which prices of goods and services change over time. When you hear of rates, you think of change relative to time. Inflation rate in Nigeria has been going up over the last couple of years, up until recently when the rebasement was done, and now appears that inflation rate is dropping. But before we even talk about the current inflation rate, let's talk about what leads to inflation. Now, there are different types of inflation. One of them is called demand pull. This is as a result of excess money in the economy chasing fewer commodities. When this happens, price goes up. Another type of inflation is called cost push inflation. Now, this type is usually as a result of increase in the factors of production. For us here in Nigeria, we can relate now the prices of egg has gone up. This time last year, the cost of egg was about 3,000 naira per crate. Now it's over 6,000 naira depending on where you're buying it. If you ask farmers why has the price of these eggs gone up, they'll tell you that cost of maize has gone up and other inputs that's required to produce egg. So cost push is as a result of increase in factors of production. So eggs more expensive today because the cost of producing egg is now higher. Another type of inflation is called built-in inflation. Now, built-in inflation is sometimes guesswork. People just think that inflation will just keep happening. Like last year when exchange rate was skyrocketing at the beginning of the year up until 1.9, people were predicting that exchange rate would keep on going to 2.5. If you have gone to places like Alaba International or any market where they sell imported items, they were very skeptical on selling. Some of them were using the present exchange rates to sell products that they bought a few months ago. Why? Because they expected that the price of goods will continue going up. The current inflation rate in Nigeria, as at last reported, is 23.18%. Now you may be thinking, how does all of these things you have talked about affect me? Now, think about egg that costs 6,000 naira per crate today. A few months ago, it was around 3,000 naira per crate. This means that for the same commodity, you need more money to buy it. It simply means that your purchasing power has reduced. You now need to earn more money to be able to afford that commodity without feeling any financial stress. Now, not just your purchasing power that has been affected, even your savings in the bank. Typical Nigerian bank gives around 7 or 8% per annum. This means that your savings is also eroding in value. That's why before you make any financial decision, you have to consider what the inflation rate is. Either you're getting an interest that equates to this or surpasses it. Otherwise, your money is losing value over time. I hope all of this I've talked about makes some sense to you. If it did, please put your comments below. I would love to read it. See you in the next one.